Welcome back to USA News Hub. Lando Norris sends a clear message with Mexico GP win, a real title threat to Piastri and Verstappen. Formula One fans, take note, Lando Norris has just sent a thunderous message to the entire paddock. After a dominant win in Mexico City, the McLaren star isn't just back, he's gunning for the World Championship. This wasn't just another race. It was a statement of intent. Let's break down how Norris went from self-doubt to domination, and why this win could reshape the title fight against teammate Oscar Piastri and rival Max Verstappen. Lando Norris has been through the mill this season. The highs, the lows, and everything in between. But in Mexico City, he finally silenced every critic with a lights-to-flag victory that showcased his calm, precision, and raw speed. This win not only puts him back on top of the championship standings, but also proves that McLaren, not Red Bull, might just be the team to beat this year. From practice to podium, Norris was untouchable. He out-qualified everyone with one of the most stunning laps of the year, dodged chaos at Turn 1, and never looked back, as Norris said himself after the race. "It gives me confidence. One race doesn't mean much, but when you perform well 3 or 4 times in a row, that's when it really matters." And right now, he's proving that consistency. Since that heartbreaking retirement in the Dutch Grand Prix due to a fuel line failure, Norris has clawed back 35 points on his teammate Oscar Piastri. This Mexico victory marks his 4th win since June, and it couldn't have come at a better time. The 25-year-old Brit started the year strong, winning in Australia. But then, the tables turned. Piastri hit his stride, racking up 4 wins and taking the championship lead. Norris, meanwhile, struggled with the car's balance and couldn't find the rhythm he needed. Everything changed after McLaren introduced a front suspension tweak during the Canadian Grand Prix. Since then, Norris has looked like a completely different driver, confident, composed, and in total control. In Mexico, the transformation was crystal clear. He dominated from qualifying to the checkered flag, even surviving a moment when Charles Leclerc briefly snatched the lead by cutting a corner in the opening lap. Once Leclerc gave the place back, Norris was gone, disappearing into the distance while chaos unfolded behind. Ferrari fought themselves. Red Bull stumbled. And McLaren stood tall. "It's probably my best performance through an entire weekend," Norris said. "All my laps in qualifying, all my practice, all my race, everything just clicked." That's not just confidence, that's a driver in championship form. But it hasn't been easy. Norris admits there were times this season when he doubted himself. "When the car was winning, and Oscar was winning," he said, "I couldn't blame the car. I had to look at myself. I wasn't making it work, but I am now." Meanwhile, Piastri, who looked unstoppable early in the year, is suddenly feeling the pressure. After Zandvoort, his form has dipped. He crashed multiple times in Baku, struggled in Singapore, and was off the pace again in both the US and Mexico rounds. In Mexico, he qualified nearly 6/10 and 7 places behind Norris, a painful gap that forced him to spend Saturday night buried in data with his engineers. Even after a solid recovery to 5th, the gap to his teammate was undeniable. Piastri himself admitted, "The last couple of weekends have needed a totally different driving style. It hasn't felt natural for me." McLaren team principal Andrea Stella explained it perfectly. Norris thrives in low-grip conditions, while Piastri performs better when the grip is high. Mexico's slick surface simply favored Lando's driving touch, but that's also what separates champions from contenders. With 4 races left, the fight is far from over. Stella believes both drivers have equal chances in the coming tracks, especially in Las Vegas, which could be the real decider. "We've proven that our car can win races, and in some conditions can dominate," said Stella. "Now it's about giving both Lando and Oscar the tools to chase the driver's title." And what about Max Verstappen? The Dutchman came into Mexico full of momentum after 3 wins and a 2nd-place finish in the last 4 races. Many thought he was on track for a 5th consecutive world title. But Mexico told a different story. Verstappen's Red Bull simply couldn't match McLaren's pace. After a rough start and a few mistakes, he had to settle for 3rd place, behind Norris and Leclerc. "It just didn't go perfectly," Verstappen admitted. We're not quick in every scenario, and that's what we need to understand. Even though Verstappen closed the gap slightly, his tone said it all. McLaren have arrived, and Norris is not backing down. Norris summed it up perfectly. Every weekend's new. You focus, keep your head down, and keep improving. That's exactly what he's done. From struggling with confidence to dominating one of the toughest races on the calendar, Lando Norris has proven he's ready for the big fight. As the season heads into its final 4 rounds, the equation is simple. Norris versus Piastri versus Verstappen. 3 drivers. 1 title. And after Mexico, the momentum is all with Lando Norris. That's all for today's update on USA News Hub. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay up to date with the latest sports news and highlights from around the world.